Our next question goes to Mr. Handwerk. What are some strategies the Louisiana Democratic Party has or will be using to rebuild the infrastructure of the party?
That's a really good question. I often try and describe my position with the party as, I'm the guy that makes sure that there's a toolbox and that every single tool that all of these fine people up here need to use are there and they're in good condition and ready to go. So a lot of the investment that we're making is really in capacity. One of the things that we do is, especially when we compare ourselves to other state parties, is we've been dramatically under-resourced throughout the years, and we've got a lot of catching up to do on that. But what we need to do is we really need to take advantage of a lot of the smart things that we can do and strategically invest those dollars to make sure that they're having the best impact. And one of the biggest things that we can do is all of these great sound bites that we're hearing from these two amazing women over here and the other guests, we need to have those out there. We need to make sure that everyone's hearing these things. It's a shame that this isn't on TV, on LPB or something all across the state right now so that people will have access to the information. The problem is most people are working so hard right now that they don't have time to pay attention. So that's what we have to take the message to them. We need to be smart and use social media. I hear that there's this new thing called Twitter. I might one of these days learn how to use it myself. But for right now, I've got some amazing interns that work in our office that are teaching me daily what I need to be doing on that. So those strategic investments in making sure that we're communicating, because what we really need to do in this state is, it's not really a question in my mind, and I think in a lot of people's minds, about Democrat versus Republican. It's about right and wrong. It's very simple. It's about right and wrong, okay? Refusing to take these Medicaid dollars from the federal government is wrong, okay? I thought Bobby said that he was going to stop being the stupid party. Those strategic investments are what we're going to apply. The other thing is really investing in technology. There are a lot of things that other state parties are doing that we're learning from. They're using amazing new polling data. That data is able to then give, okay, if you're going to go and talk to a group, here's how you should talk about these issues so that it really does explain it more thoroughly so that when people walk out, we're not trying to brainwash anyone, but when people walk out of the room, there's a shared understanding of what was just said, okay, so that there was no miscommunication. So it's really being smart about utilizing the friends that we have across the country. And last but most certainly not least, it's what I said earlier. We've got to get into our communities and we've got to start talking to people and we've got to start making friends, okay? We've got to start knowing our neighbors and knowing what other groups are out there that are fighting for things. I've been incredibly impressed with the work that our outreach director, Ebony Baylor, is doing for us right now, because she's actually connecting us with a lot of groups throughout the state, and every single week we have new groups that are coming into our office to talk to us about things. I didn't realize that the governor, through his I don't know what it's called, mid-year budget cuts that he does, he actually just slashed funding to women's shelters, okay? I mean, how heartless can you possibly be to take money away from a program that actually saves lives? I don't understand that for life. So it's important for us as a Democratic Party to actually be calling attention to those things, to drawing the contrast and really showing the argument about what's right and what's wrong. That's what we're going to be doing.
All right, thank you, Mr. Handwerk, for